it's finally 2026, and you won't have to wait till February this time for me to do my plush collection. So we are finally getting started, and I'd say the collection has grown a little bit more than it did last year, because even though I do these collections at the beginning of the year, even though I feel like it makes more sense to do it at the end of the year, I see most people do it at the beginning, so I'm like, whatever, it just shows what you got last year. And so yeah, anyways, I will be starting off with the Hex series and the YouTubes first, because I was watching one of my friends do them, Fanverse Plush Productions, and I realized, why have the bigger plushies in the front? They're just going to cover everything else. So it makes more sense to start off with the Hex and YouTubes, which I will start off with last. Anyways, let's start with Hex Freddy. Now, not much to say about him. He has gotten kind of beaten up last November. Pretty much 2 years ago, his eye cracked and split in half, and it's hard to see on camera, but his nose has been chipped from when he attacked the turkey. So, that's a shame. Anyways, next up, we got Hex Bonnie, which has a broken ear, and it's weird because my Bonnie also has the exact same broken ear. It's just, I guess I have a thing for Bonnies and broken ears. Even my Mystery Mini has a broken ear, but I can still put it back in the slot, so it looks fine. Anyways, next we got Hex Chica. Now, if you guys want me to bring these guys back, I will. Like, I don't do many videos with them anymore, because it's mainly just the fact that they're hard to move, and also my Funko plush videos I think get more love anyways. But I do like sometimes bringing these guys in. Like, for example, I wanted to do a Halloween special, but I decided to do the Funko one with the plushies. Maybe this year I'll do the Hex, because last Thanksgiving I decided to do the Hex for a change. So maybe this holiday season I'll give it to these guys. It'd be nice to make a Hex Frostbear. I don't know. But yeah, I don't really collect any more Hex plushies. I only want the main gang in the Dreadbear Family Diner. And here we go. We got Foxy here. Definitely gotta bring back more videos with Foxy and Chica and Fredbear Spring Bonnie, because it's usually just Bonnie and Freddy making cameos, unless if it's a whole video about them, the Hex series. And then we got Dreadbear right here. And probably my favorite, just really love him, Spring Bonnie. He's really good. I like his colors. I do like the main gang too, but I don't know. Just something about Spring Bonnie. The yellow, purple, black, and a little bit of green. It's just something different. And yeah. Next up, I will show you guys my only two YouTube plushies. Alright, now starting off with my only two YouTube plushies, we got Eclipse and we got Toy Freddy. Now, YouTube's is alright. I like their merch, but I don't love it. I mean, they make their cool figures, but they're just not worth $30 in my opinion, so I never get them. The only time I made an exception, I really wanted to get one was like the Nightmares, but I decided not to because I also don't have the patience with waiting forever. But I've gotten better at it when it came to the makeshift plushies, but when it comes for a figure, like, nah. I only got Eclipse because back in the day, Funko hadn't made them yet, and I really liked how he looked, so I was like, I'll get him. And the only reason I have Toy Freddy is because my cousin got me it for Christmas, so that's the only reason I have him. And I already have a cool idea for him planned out. Eclipse just will sometimes appear as an extra, nothing special. And they're also really big compared to Funko plushies, but it doesn't bother me because I have the Hex plushie sometimes appear, so that's fine. Anyways, starting off over here, we got FNAF 1. And I'm going up by games, by the way. I don't care about the waves. I do them mixed, whatever. I might just go my order. I don't know. Anyways, here we're starting off with my original first ever FNAF plush, Freddy, which now is doing my videos as Fred. He is the broken brother. I call him broken because he's not technically pure evil. He technically was broken and then became pure evil, but he has a history. The old rabbit's just like pretty much pure evil at that point. He's consumed. And this guy will appear again one day. I don't know what's going on with his eye. Anyway, the story about him is I lost him years ago. I got him in 2016, lost him like 2018, and then I found him like in 2022. He was buried in the very back of that closet where my plushies used to be. And I remember I was cleaning out and I just found him. And I already had my new Freddy, which is in my videos. And you can already see this guy is super rough compared to him. Like, he's no longer soft. This one's still really soft, even though I've used him a couple times in my videos. But he's still really soft. Also, I think Funko changed materials over time, if I'm not mistaken. He doesn't have his tag, and unfortunately he does not have his tag anymore. But I remember I got him at Target, and no, before you ask, they didn't have Shadow Freddy or Golden Freddy. I think, no, Shadow Freddy was a Hot Topic, but they did not have Golden Freddy. I remember knowing he was rare and I actually kind of wanted it, but they didn't have him, so I thought I'd just go for Freddy. And that was the only one I got, because I only was allowed to get one during the time. And next up, we got Bonnie. Now, I got Bonnie at Walmart. Like I said, broken ears, and his cheek is absolutely exploded. I don't know how the hell that happened. And here we got Chica. I usually take good care of my plushies, but when I was younger, I was a little bit worse at that. So that's why they look a bit messed up. And she still has paint on her feet from a few years ago. I've washed this and it hasn't came out, so I just kind of left it. If you want to know how that happened, that was my cousin, but it's alright. Anyways, there's her. She used to be blue because she got stained a long time ago, and luckily that came out, or else I would have sucked. And I got these two at Walmart. And this one, Foxy, was from Amazon, actually. And it was a gift from an old friend that I don't see anymore. And yeah, believe it or not, this guy I didn't even get. It was a gift, and he's now the main guy in my channel. It's hard to believe. I actually forgot. Like, I just remembered this year. Or no, like last year at the end of the year, I just remembered he wasn't mine. He was originally my friend's that I don't see anymore. So kind of hard to believe that he was a gift, but it was nice. And I don't use these guys in my videos anymore unless if it was like Squid Game or like where I need a bunch of plushies. But since the plush collection, my original bootleg Golden Freddy and Shadow Freddy, which were when I first started YouTube, and those videos are deleted because back in the day I didn't like them. And if I still had them, I would have kept them, or at least I would have privated them because they were still memories. But oh well. The only times you ever see these guys in my videos that are on my channel to this day is my original Squid Game Season 1, not the remake, the original, because the original, actually no, it wasn't a remake, because the original, I didn't have my plushies, I used other things, but, in my remake, I had them because that was in the beginning of 2022, and I didn't have many Funko plushies yet. I was still collecting, so I had to use these guys, but now this day, I wouldn't use these. I have plenty of plushies, I don't need any more room, but maybe they'll make an appearance one day, just for fun. Anyways, next up with FNAF 2, we got Toy Freddy right here. This is a GameStop restock, so, yep. Then, I'm just gonna go with Toy Chica. I got her on Amazon. Then we got Toy Foxy, which I got at Walmart with my Freddy. They were both restocked back in 2021, and I got them both together, and they had a bunch of her. And I don't know what it was, but this plushie likes having her head tilted to the side. I don't know why. I looked at videos. She's like that, or at least from what I've seen, unless if someone has one that's not. But I've tried turning her head. It just likes turning to the side, and it's gotten to the point where it doesn't even bother me, because if you look, it's barely off-centered. Anyways, and then we got Puppet, which I think I got. I got another one, which I turned to Nightmare on. I got that at GameStop. This one, I got online from Akari, I'm pretty sure. I think I got it from somebody else. I can't remember. Anyways, the Withers are not here yet because I actually want to save them for the end because I like saving the customs for their own section. I think that just makes more sense, but there are people that do different things. But I see some people save them in a specific section, so I'm just going to stick with that. Anyways, my FNAF 3 collection has grown because I got Springtrap. He actually came like a week after I filmed my collection from last year, even though it was late. So he wasn't in it because he came a week later. Same for Molten Freddy, which you'll see later in the video. So he's a new addition to this video for the collection. And then we got Phantom Foxy, which I actually just got in like late November. And I still haven't done a video with him. I still have an idea, and I need to do it because I wanted him to be a character in my videos, but I have so many characters. It's better to just keep it more simple and just have other ones as background characters. Because like for example, Shadow Freddy doesn't, like the Shadow Freddy show doesn't have that many plushies, so you can just focus on more characters. If you have too many, it gets like a mess. So might as well have him as like a one-time character. And I have a good idea, like maybe Foxy gets burnt or something. I think it'd be more interesting than keep him as a permanent character. Anyways, here is my knockoff Balloon Boy. I don't plan on getting any fresh, it costs like $8. But yeah, back to what I was saying about him. It's better to I have them as collections. If I want them in a video, they'd be like a one-time thing. So yeah. Anyways, you'll see Phantom Freddy at the end of the video. And next up is FNAF 4. Alright, to start off with FNAF 4, we gotta go with Nightmare Freddy, which I did buy on Macari and got for Christmas. And I remember this was in 2020, because I saw the picture. So, Wow, he's old. I mean, he's also been older because I think that was an original, unless that was a restock. I don't know. But someone had him before me. I got my Macari. Anyways, next we got Nightmare Foxy. And man, I'm so glad to have the official. I used to have the bootleg with the big open eyes. And he's gone forever. I don't have him anymore because if you're wondering, the friend that gave me Foxy, he wasn't a huge fan of FNAF, but he had, so he gave it to me. But his brother was more of a fan of FNAF, and he actually gave me a couple plushies, like Ennard, Funtime Foxy, and we traded for some things. I can't remember. Oh, he gave me his original Freddy, which I used for my Phantom Freddy. And I gave him my Nightmare Foxy because we did trades back in the day. And we also traded for El Chip. And actually no, Orville was his, and Rockstar Foxy was his. I gave my original, and then I bought a new one, which is my new Rockstar Foxy. He has my original, and that guy, he sold his old FNAF plushies. I don't talk to him anymore because they're gone. Anyways, here's my Bonnie. So yeah, Iron Bonnie I got online. Oh, I got these both from a cart. Yeah, Iron Bonnie I got on eBay, and here's Jacko Bonnie and Jacko Chica. And I said I'm going by games and not waves, so don't go crazy. So they're not gonna be the Curse of Dreadbear. I'm gonna have them separate because these guys did come with FNAF 4. So yeah, I can't remember when Curse of Dreadbear came out. I'll have to look real quick after I film the scene. But I know Sister Location came after. So I'm so far doing good in the order. Anyways, next up, we got Funtime Freddy, which is my second ever FNAF plushie that I got at GameStop in 2017. And I still have no clue where his bow tie is to this day. It probably lost it when I gave away things a couple years back. So yeah, he doesn't have one. I do want to give a new one, but there's no Freddy out there that is missing a bow tie that I'm willing to cut off. So he'll never get a new one, which just makes him unique from the others. Anyways, here is Ennard, which was my friend. I did wash him because he used to be very dirty since my friend was rough. And my mom did sew this for me, and I did put fluff in it because the original Funko one does not have fluff. And luckily, he keeps the tags. I keep my tags now, but in the past, I didn't. So it's good to see these tags on some of these newer ones. Anyways, we got Circus Baby, which Circus Baby, which I did get on... I got that Macari, yeah, I remember. And I also got Ballora from Macari. I remember that for sure. I got that with Poppy. Wait, not Poppy. I got that with Mommy Longlegs when I did Poppy with Playtime Chapter 2. I don't think we'll ever do Chapter 3 because I don't know. I feel like I should someday. But anyways, here we got also Funtime Foxy, which was also my friend's. And I guess he told me he washed her a lot, but the tag just got messed up. And she still has chocolate on her. Ew, that's disgusting. I know that's from years ago. It's melted. I just never washed it. But I have cleaned her a good amount because she used to be way dirtier. And you can see the slight stains because he in the past he drew faceplates on them, which I thought was cool until I realized it looked weird. I even tried it on mine and got rid of them. And if you want to know who this guy was, his name was Sean. And if you want to see, he was in some of my very first Roblox videos on my channel to this day still, and he was in the Alien series part 1. So yeah, and you can see how dirty these guys were because those used to be his back in the day. Anyways, next up, I don't know what's next yet. I think it's Pizzeria Simulator. I'll just find out after this scene. Alright, I did look, and next up is Pizza Simulator. Now, I did make a mistake, and I'll tell you that when it happens. Here is Rockstar Freddy and Lefty. I did get these both in 2020 at GameStop. These were when I started collecting more FNAF plushies. And as much as I was happy to get Rockstar Freddy and Lefty, I regret it. I could have gotten these guys easily in the future because when I went, they had a whole restock of plushies of this Pizzeria Simulator for some reason. And they actually came with Mr. Hippo and Happy Frog, which now they are $100. I could have gotten both of them for $12, but I did it. And I knew they were rare, but I was like, oh, they'll be like next time. But it's alright. I'm not too upset anymore because when you're a little kid, you want your characters you really like. And out of Pizzeria Simulator, these are my two favorite. And back in the day, they used to be my main characters, so I was happy to get them. And I did go back like a week later because I told my dad how much the other ones were rare, and it was nice not to give me them as an early Christmas gift. I remember I got them in November, and they were gone. So there was probably a scalper or someone just wanted them. And so I don't think I'll ever get them, which sucks, because I would have completed the collection besides Candy Cadet. I still have them. Anyways, next up is Orville, which is definitely my friend, Sean's. He did give me this one, I know it for sure, because you can just see how beat up it is, and I also remember it. Then, I made a mistake. Pig Patch is actually also his. He also gave me it. You can see how they were, and a few of them are cut off because I did cut off a few tags, and then my dad told me maybe I should keep the tags on, and I listened. So thanks, Dad, because if you didn't, I probably would eventually not cut them off anymore, but I think there would have been more plushies with tags cut off. And next, I actually am convinced, I think El Chip might be mine, because feel how soft he is, and he's a 2020 restock. So I think either two things happened. One, maybe, I don't remember. Maybe Sean got him when I told him that they got restocked, or maybe he told me they got restocked. I don't remember. Or maybe I went back and got them. Actually, you know what? I just remembered. This is mine. I remember there's a video he uploaded years ago on his old channel, which I don't even remember what it is. His El Chip was rough, like these, and his colors were faded. So that means El Chip is mine. That's why. When I went to go get Happy Frog and Mr. Hippo, they were gone. So I decided, might as well get one I don't have, which was El Chip they had. And then, the next time I went, they had Rockstar Foxy left over. And I said I'd get him because I made a trade with him. Rockstar Foxy, I traded my original one for Pig Patch and Orville. I think I traded somebody else also because he wanted two for two. It made sense. I can't remember who it was, but I did trade somebody. And then he just gave me the sister location ones because he was done with them. And I was like, all right. I still don't know why they printed this when they embroidered. It's like, why? But anyways, yeah, that one's mine. My original. Who knows if he kept it? Probably got rid of them. And next we got Helpy. And I'm saying Rockstar Bonnie for the customs. And lastly we got Security Puppet, which was interesting because he came out 2 years after as an exclusive with Frostbear. I think Pizza Sim just did so well and they were like, oh, he was coming out in December, you know, he has a present, let's make him. And I guess so, because he kind of seems Christmassy themed. I need to bring him back. He was a Hot Topic exclusive, I remember, and he was the first, I think he was the first FNAF plushie during the time that I got. In the first week he actually came out. I was lucky that my Hot Topic actually had him left over. So, yeah, still remember, got him for my Christmas of 2021, so that was nice. Anyways, next up are the Blacklights. Now, these aren't from the games, but they were in the waves, so... And I'm just going to add them right here because I have a few and I might as well put them in because when Funko released them. So, in order when I got them, I'm pretty sure Purplo, which is what I call him, was first. I don't remember. It's been so long. I have the tags on them. These were 2017. Wow, so these were not a restock because I know these came out in 2019 and they have a 2020 restock. So these were not restocks, I guess. They just had them left over unless they kept the tag. I don't know. I really don't know. 2017. Yeah, 2022 this one says. So I really wonder. He's my latest one I got. I got him actually Christmas of... Not Christmas. I got him in early January of last year for 2025, which is crazy to say that 2025 was last year. But yeah. Anyways, these were from 2017. And my guess is the reason they look so clean is because they sit in the factory, so no one's touching them. Anyways, there we go. All right, there we go. We got Purplo, we got Booger, and we got... Wait, no, it's Slimy. I remember. I called him Booger, but I remember FNAF Flux called him Booger with his, so it's not Booger. It's actually Slimy. Okay, you look like slime? Yeah, that's Slimy. And this one is Candy. Before I had Candy the Cat, but he's just Candy, not Candy the Cat. So yeah, anyways, next up, I am pretty sure, is Cursor Dreadbear. So let's start with that right here. We got Dreadbear himself. And then, oh shoot, let me grab these guys. Okay, there we go. We got Grim Foxy. And last but not least, we got Captain Foxy. I remember this was the first ever wave of FNAF plushies I completed. I remember I got like, I remember Dreadbear, Jacko Bonnie, Jacko Chica, I got in October. My grandpa saved these two for Christmas, but I wanted Dreadbear really badly for Halloween, so he let me keep him first. So that was nice. And, oh wait, no. Maybe it was reversed. Maybe he was Christmas, and these two were Halloween. I don't remember. It's been so long. Grand Foxy and Captain Foxy. Grand Foxy I got at Target, I remember. No, GameStop with my dad. I remember. And then they had Captain Foxy at Walmart. I actually have a picture. I'm gonna show you. I'm just gonna show you guys. It's right when they were crazy stocked with them. It's somewhere. Right here. There we go. They had, oh my god, look at the piggy stuff. They had so many. And back in the day, we had piggy plushies. Oh, that's cool. I think that's the one I have. Because, fun fact, I actually didn't pick this one because of this. It just happened. Mine has an error. There was only one freckle on this side. And it's not on purpose because I looked, and when I've seen videos with this guy, other people, there are 3. So mine definitely was a mistake. And ironically, the one I picked was a mistake. And I know I didn't pick that on purpose because back in the day, I wanted them to be perfect. Now, if there's one with an error, I think it might be cool as long as it doesn't look derpy. I usually like ones that look nice. But if there's a cool error, I might get it. But he was definitely an accident. And it's cool that he has a mistake. Whatever. Anyways, I'll see what's next. Alright, so I already made a mistake. I knew I was going to make a mistake. Before Sister Location, we had the Twisted ones. And, so yeah, I'm just going to get these over with. And I don't think these were in my collection last year. Maybe they were. I can't remember. Anyways, starting off with Twisted Wolf right there. I'm really happy to have him. He's been my most anticipated Twisted One plush I've ever wanted. I'm glad to have him. And then we got Theodore right there. These guys are really just like school bullies. They're not really like villains. Then we got, I'm pretty positive these are knockoffs compared to the officials. Back in the day, I wasn't sure. So yeah, we got my first ever one, which was Twisted. Actually, no, my second one. My first ever one was Twisted Foxy. So yeah, we got Twisted Bonnie, Twisted Foxy, and that was it. Now we just gotta, just gotta fix you guys. So, push you there. Alright, now starting off with FNAF AR. Since the game did come out before Security Breach, even though the waves came out after Security Breach, I'm going off of game order. So, yeah. Anyways, starting off, I'm not going by, like, complete order. I'm just gonna go off of, like, a random order. Let's just say, VR Toy Freddy, which was actually my first ever FNAF AR plushie. I got him at, GameStop. I got the main VR gang, I'm pretty sure at GameStop. So, oh wait, no, not you. Live Wire Toy Freddy I got at Walmart. I got Systematic Toy Bonnie at GameStop. I also got High Score Toy Chica at GameStop. And lastly, out of the GameStop ones, I did get Radioactive Fox at GameStop. Now, I did get Liberty Chica at Walmart. So did the action figure. I remember that. And then a year later, I got you at Walmart. I actually almost missed Firework Freddy, but I found someone that hid him behind something. And I walked completely by, but I noticed this sticking out. I'm like, hold up, phone. I saw a 4th of July theme. I'm just gonna look. And someone hit him with the Ninja Turtles. They didn't even actually, technically, I lied. They didn't even hide behind it. They had him showed with the Ninja Turtles. Complete opposite section where the FNAF stuff was. So I'm so glad I found him, especially because it was the last one. And I still haven't found the Firework Freddy action figure because I just haven't gone to getting him online. Anyways, we got Chuck and Bonnie, which I did get on Macari with Frostbear when they were really popular. And I got them both for $30 together. And I think that's really good. Even to this day, I think that's good. So I'm pretty proud of that. That was a good deal. And Shamrock Freddy, I'm pretty sure I got him. Actually, yeah, I got him at Walmart. I originally bought him online, but the plushie took forever to come. So I said, forget it. My grandparents canceled it online because I found that my Walmart got them in a month late. And I was like, forget it. I can just get them now instead of waiting online. So I ended up getting them online. I mean, I'm in person, my gosh. So I got my Walmart, or else it would have been on the Funko store, but they took forever. And then Candy Freddy, I did get in the Funko store, because he's actually not even a FNAF AR character. He was just completely made up. Alright, now starting off with the Security Breach plushies, I got Glamrock Freddy, and I know I did update these guys, so they're sort of like customs, but I am going to put them here, because if it wasn't for this, I kind of fixed all of them but Vanny, because I liked how my original Vanny was, so I got a second one. Then I wouldn't really have anybody in the section, so I'm just going to put them here anyways. And yeah. Anyways, next up we got Monty Gator. I only gave him shoulder pads, so yeah. Oh, also I got Glamrock Freddy at probably, I don't know, it's been so long. It's probably GameStop. You were also GameStop. I did get another Vanny, which was from a friend of mine, and a Monty, but I gave my Monty to my other friend because he liked Monty when he still, which was Sean, when he still collected FNAF. But I kept Vanny, because he already had one. And you'll see what I turned that into. Anyways, I got Roxanne here, gave her these, fixed her up a bit. There's a better look at Glamrock Freddy. I think they were really good for the time. Then we got Glamrock Chica, which I didn't have green fabric. I still don't, probably. At least not this color, so I just kind of made them into paper. And then we got my original Vanny, which I kept because she had like the perfect head shape compared to the others I've seen. And so I wanted to keep it because she looked cute. And I did make a custom version of her, which will be my custom section, because she's like, even though she's completely customized compared to these ones, she's like these ones, but since I have normal Vanny, I'm gonna save her for the customs. And here we got Sundrop, and we got Moondrop. Now, might as well real quick before we go on with the next game or wave, whatever. I gotta check. I'm gonna show you my original ones I had before these guys, which was my X-Mart Sundrop and Moondrop. These are my only X-Mart plushies ever. I still want to get more, but I haven't. And hopefully I do one day, because they're actually really cheap and they're kind of cool. The only problem is the shipping's expensive. Anyways, we'll see what's next. Alright, next up, I'm just gonna put from the waves, we got the spring waves, which are, I have all of them but one. I am missing one of the Foxies, which is the purple version of Purple-O. But yeah, I never found him and just never got him. Anyways, we got the Pink Freddy. I think I just call him Pink Freddy. I never really gave him a name, or at least I don't remember. Oh, I don't know. Also, I just want to say I made a complete mistake. Earlier, I said this was candy. This is actually candy. This one is named something. I can't remember. Oh, I just looked. Someone gave me the idea to name this one Bubblegum, and I haven't really had this one in any videos besides my Squid Game series or a background character, so technically I haven't really said the name was Bubblegum yet, but maybe one day I'll have them in a video, besides like as a background character or like a non-canon thing. So yeah, this one is actually candy. My bad. This one I call Easter Freddy, and this one I'm pretty sure I never gave a name. I'm pretty sure it's Pink Freddy. I was also wrong again. This one is named Booger. I think SciPi actually gave him a different name, or maybe I just didn't care and let him stay as Booger. But yeah, I remember I was going to originally call this one Booger, but call him Slimy, so that. So, this one is Slimy. Pink Freddy, I looked back at the video. This one is called Pink Freddy. I just call him that. Easter Freddy, because there's like Easter colors. Candy. Here we got Slimy, and I call this one just Carl because I don't have the original, so I just decided to give him Carl. And now I'm pretty sure I found all of these at Walmart besides, not Walmart, GameStop. Found all these at GameStop. I remember for sure. I got these at GameStop, but this one I did get at Walmart. I remember they had my Walmart and I got him. So yeah, maybe I also got this one at Walmart. I can't remember, but these three 100% GameStop. Alright, I made another mistake. Apparently in August of 2021, there were the Fanverse wave, which came out with Pop Goes, Candy, no, I'm just gonna put Candy there, and Blake. Completely forgot about those guys, but yeah, there they are, and now I'm just gonna make room for these. Alright, now for sure, I know next that the tie-dyes after the spring wave, they came out after the spring wave, so here we got Tie-Dye Freddy. I didn't really care for tie-dyes, but the plushies back in the day I thought were cool enough, so I got them because they look different, and the Funko Pops look different. Actually, I didn't even have the Funko Pops, so I got them. And the action figures I got only for customs, and I painted my Funko Pops in the customs. So the tie-dyes worked out, and I think the only reason they did well was because they were good for customs. But yeah, there's Tie-Dye Freddy, Tie-Dye Bonnie, Tie-Dye Chica, Tie-Dye Foxy, and surprisingly, Tie-Dye Toy Foxy. They brought her back. It was like they were remaking Wave 1 but without the rare ones, like Toy Freddy, Golden Freddy, and Shadow Freddy. I guess it would have been weird to make them with those. And then they had an exclusive for Walmart, which was that Springtrap. And I remember I got all of these at GameStop besides you. They had you as a Walmart exclusive, and I got you at... Actually, I don't think I got him at Walmart. I think I eventually just found him in... No, I got him at Walmart. I remember. They finally got him, like, they got him, like, a year later, believe it or not. It was wild. And then, after that, they had a wave of Christmas plushies, which I have the Funko Pops and the Mystery Minis for... No, not Mystery. Funko Pops and action figures. But I only found one plushie, and that was Nutcracker Foxy, and I've only found the others online. I got him on the actual Funko site, I'm pretty sure. They haven't had any of the others in stores, which is ridiculous. And then, unfortunately, the very last wave of FNAF were Ruin. And we got a Ruined Sun and a Ruined Eclipse. Which, the Ruined Sun, I mean, like, what? I mean, I know at one point he looks kind of like this, but still, you should have just kept it as Eclipse. I would have replaced this with... I feel like they would have done horrible with the Ruins, so give us MXES. I feel like they could did a decent job with that, at least. Anyways, it's time, finally, to start with customs. Starting off with Withered Freddy right here. Then we got Withered Bonnie. Now, I did make Withered Freddy. He was another extra Freddy I got. I'm pretty sure at GameStop they had him. I remember I got this Freddy with my Spring Wave, which was you, and you. And I made him Withered Freddy. Then, he looks bad, I know. I don't know if I should update him. Maybe one day. But I don't know. I might just keep it like that. And, here, I did not make Withered Bonnie. Somebody else made that, which they also made Withered Chica out of that. So, that's why these two look like they're made by the same guy. And, And Withered Foxy, I got in a lot with, some of my Ruin characters. I'll show you later. And Withered Foxy looks really good. I like how these three Wizards look like they're made by the same guy. But... these are made by the same guy. This was a completely different person, but I like how they did it. And they all used the same... I'm telling you, it feels like these are the same guys, but there's a different person completely. And, the felt... So I like how they did them similar. And maybe I should update Withered Freddy. Like, maybe like how they did Broken Guy updated, but... I don't know. Anyways, next we got Phantom Freddy right there. For FNAF 3, and for FNAF 4, we got Nightmare On, which is now missing a tooth. I still haven't found it, and the whiteout I used to cover his his cheeks are starting to wear off. And I've had to glue this already a few times, which is the towel I use for his like weird tentacles. This guy actually just turned a year old, believe it or not. The video, so yeah. That's cool. I remember the video I filmed the Chris one. I lost his tooth when he was beating the crap out of. And it was in the kitchen. And I've looked everywhere in the kitchen. There's even a scene where you see it fly off and it's gone. So maybe when he fell, it got thrown. And I don't know. I never found it. And I just kind of gave up. Anyways, we got some more starting off with Ignited Freddy, which I did not make, and Ignited Bonnie. Most of my customs I did not make. I have made a few. I need to make some more. My recent one was at Marion, which I can make some good customs. But when I see a custom out there that I know I won't be able to make, maybe I will. Just, I don't want to put in the effort. I'd rather just buy online. And so, there we go. Then Marion also was a GameStop. This is when he first became a GameStop exclusive. And I got him. Which I also got him with, with you. He was at GameStop. And then next, we got my first ever custom, Rockstar Bonnie. I know he's bad, but back in the day, I sharpied him. To be fair, he is a dark blue, so I don't know why I would have done differently. I'm not the guy that used felt. And then we got, which I did not make, we got, Molten Freddy. So yeah, there he is. I think we can squeeze him right there. And then over here, we got the Yellow Rabbit from FNAF movie. And I gotta go get the others. Alright, now we got Security Breach, which, I'm trying to think about it. You shouldn't even be here yet, because you're not in order of, like, the game. I'm going by order of games, not when I made them. But yeah, we got Vanny from Security Breach. And then, the FNAF movie came out after Ruin, right, after Ruin, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, wait, no, shoot. Drawing a blank. Yes, after Ruin. So we got, I don't even know what to start off with. Roxanne Wolf. There we go. Now I did not make her. I did make Vanny. I think you can tell there's a good difference. Here is wait, no. Wait, no, these are shattered. You're right. Yeah, these do. Well, okay, so it works out either way because these come out well. So yeah, these come out perfectly after Skin Breach. Actually, they're in the same game, so yeah, they'll work out. So this is shattered. There is shattered Roxanne, shattered Chica, and shattered Monty. Now I did adjust these guys. These all three came with the same guy that made this one, and the extra Wizard Freddy, which I gave to Joseph because I couldn't tear him apart to make him to another custom because the guy used hot glue, and that's like hell no. So yeah. Anyways, I did adjust these guys a bit. The Sharpie was for the Withering was much lighter, so I got another one. And I went over literally each one to make it darker. Okay, actually I gave up on the back. I went over some of it, but I think the Sharpie I was using was also dying. But I tried, if some parts look darker than others, I went over those because it was too light on his. And then I did the same for Monty. Monty, I actually did the most changes. I gave him this whole damage to the face because he has it in the game, and the guy completely ignored that. So I just gave him all that, and I gave him, I know it's not perfect, but I gave him these little eyelids because he has them in the game, and he didn't. So he looked kind of weird. So here he looks kind of tired, and I like it. So I kept him there. I've only had them in one video, I'm pretty sure, which was, they were the VIPs in my school game. I don't know, like the flashback scene when they were killed by the front man. That was the only thing I could think of. And then finally, we got the yellow rabbit. And two, well, actually no, not two bonuses. We got after this, oh shoot, I gotta move you. Because before that was Ruin, which I got MXES, which is my last custom I think I've ever gotten, which I didn't make. I bought him, and he was only for 15 bucks, and that is really good. This is one of those customs where I feel like people are jealous they want it because you'll never get one just as good as this, I feel like. I don't know. But there's customs outside in the world that I've seen that other people have. I'm like, man, I wish I got that. And this is one of those. I've had him in my cart for a few months, never got him, and luckily no one bought him, and I finally got him. So I got lucky there, because someone could have easily bought him. I would have missed out. And then we got some extras for customs I couldn't make. We got, actually, let me go in order. We got this Battle Damage Circus Baby, and this Battle Damage Clown Foxy. Now for Circus Baby, I could have done Scrap Baby, but two reasons I didn't. One, during the time I didn't have the materials. Now, I'll put in the effort on actual materials to make her. And two, this was my knockoff I had for years before I replaced it. She was my original Gravity Falls series. She just looked too weird. I didn't want to make Scrap Baby out of this, so I decided to leave it alone. Now this day I can easily make one because no one's made a custom one out of it. I'm like, I want to do it, but haven't had the time to because I haven't bought a new one. So I just made these because I remember I wanted to make a war video, never did. And so these guys, whenever there's like someone that dies, I just use these. I know they're overused, but I thought it was funny. And Joseph knew I already had this guy, but still got it for me in case I could make a custom out of it for my birthday. So I was like, all right. So I just did literally this. Whatever. And yeah, now it's time for bonus. I messed up again. And you know, I wasn't gonna care, but I kind of have to because I don't want these menaces to be in the front of the thumbnail. I want them to be behind these beautiful customs I have. So yeah, I'll fix these after I do the scene. We got Balloon Freddy, Stupid Wave. I only got them because they were cool at the time, whatever. Got Clown Freddy, Clown Foxy, Balloon Foxy, and Clown Bonnie. I know that I'm missing one, which is Balloon Chica, but I never got her because I never found her, and I never cared to. I also got all of these at GameStop. Well, I decided to put them right here because I didn't feel like tearing all of this apart, mainly because when I take the thumbnail picture, I'm gonna have barely any room, so this is the best you're getting. And I needed also to fill it more wide instead of more long, so that's what we're getting. Anyways, time for FNAF-ish. These are from Slide Pie, which he used some for FNAF characters, and then some not, but I'm just gonna have them anyways, because they're whatever. They're like FNAF. We got Zaranator right here, and the new one's coming out, the Zara plushie, so that's nice. There is Wes right here. Then we got Slippy. Just do that. Alright. Then we got Plushatron 2.0, if you're trying to remember his name. And then we got, last but not least, Amalgamation. I'm pretty sure that's her name, yeah. amalgamation. So yeah, there she is. And I think that's gonna be it here, because I don't know. I mean, these are FNAF plushies, not really Mario or Bendy. So yeah. Anyway, that's gonna wrap it up for my FNAF plush collection. Now, this has grown, and it does look a little wonky right here with no room, so I might move the customs right here. Alright, there we go. I got that right there. Filled all this in, and having them go over there. So yeah, that is it for my 2026 FNAF plush collection. My god, I can definitely tell this collection has grown. In the past, it felt really tight, but I think it was also because I had it going further out. But I've definitely gotten some more, and I've extended it longer there. And that's kind of crazy. So yeah, this is why I'll never do a plush collection. I did it once, and I'll never do it again, because my god, with the amount of plushies I had, I did this like in 2021. It was probably this size, maybe even a little bit bigger. So adding also the rest of my FNAF plushies, it'd be huge. So, yep, this is it. I do collect less and less FNAF plushies. Sometimes I might get more depending on customs, but it's really just to add to the collection, because let's be honest, I don't need all these characters in my videos. So, yeah, that's gonna be it for this video. Make sure you like, subscribe, and turn on post notifications. Peace out, guys, and bye-bye.